Hello world, June 30th. Today it is the 18th day of protests in Ecuador, of the strike, and I cannot give you a so short update this time because many things happened. Well, there was a strike on Tuesday here in Cuenca of the drivers, so everything was paralyzed, everything was stopped. And yesterday they continued working. Today they are working again, and actually the mayor of Cuenca sanctioned many of these unions for doing that. Today streets are open. Even though the strike continues, the leader of the indigenous confederations, or of CONAI, the Confederation of Indigenous Nationalities of Ecuador, Leonidas Issa, asked protesters to open the roads, to open a human corridor for propane, gasoline and food to enter in the cities where there's scarcity. The situation in Cuenca today with scarcity, it is maybe improving a little bit in a small percentage because some propane has arrived, not enough yet as the usual demand, but some. Gasoline, you don't see the long lines for gas as 2 days ago, but I'm not sure if that means that there is not gasoline or that there is only the premium gasoline. On Tuesday night, the National Assembly, which is like the Congress in the US, voted on the impeachment of the President Lasso. The impeachment didn't win, they didn't get the necessary votes, so Lasso remains the president of Ecuador. However, it was made clear that Lasso has an assembly against him, so he won't be able to rule during the 3 years normally if this continues like this. And I don't mean the strike, I mean he is a strong struggle against the National Assembly, or the National Assembly against him. Some people voted against the impeachment because they didn't want the democracy to be affected, because this is a president that was elected only 1 year ago. A state of emergency was declared yesterday, Wednesday, here in the province of Azuay. Cuenca is the capital of the province of Azuay, and in other provinces due to the situation at the moment. So there is also a curfew from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I actually, if you're in Cuenca, I don't recommend you to be outside after 7 p.m. because the situation is complicated. Many police officers have been assigned or have been appointed to other places out of the city, or even to Quito. So the city is with less police officers at this moment, and bad guys know it. But do we have any good news? Yes, we do. The government yesterday night said that they asked the Episcopal Conference, which is like the major organization of the Catholic Church in Ecuador. The Catholic Church is very, very important in Ecuador, and I will be speaking about that in future videos. The government asked them to be the mediators in this situation. So they will decide who will the representatives of the different organizations, the government and the CONAIE, be. And the government will respect that, even if they decide that Leonidas Issa is the representative of the indigenous, they will respect that. What does that mean? That the dialogue continues. There will be dialogue. I don't know if the negotiations will be resumed today or if they will be resumed tomorrow, but the dialogue will continue. Government said that. On the other hand, about violence on the streets, well, the situation here in Cuenca, there have been some minor attacks, but I wouldn't say that these come from protesters. These come from criminals taking advantage of the situation. Most protests, they have been peaceful. There are minor incidents, but I wouldn't say that they represent the majority. Now in Quito, situation is much more complicated because most people are there. In Quito you have people from the indigenous communities of all the country, even from here, the south of Ecuador, but also from the Amazon, other cities in the center of the country. Quito is a little bit up north, and you have even now today more communities from the Amazon heading to Quito because they want the president to comply with the 10 demands, or some of them even claim that he has to resign. So, summarizing, the dialogue continues. That's a good thing. We don't know if it will be resumed today. I'll be letting you know. And if you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe for getting more of these updates. And the roadblocks and the strike continues. There are some corridors being opened among the roadblocks for essential items to enter in the cities, like propane, food, gasoline. So we might see scarcity reduced in the next few days. if the dialogue take too long to make the government and the indigenous people reach an agreement. Hopefully not. Hopefully this weekend we can see the end to this current situation of the strikes. That doesn't mean that the problems of Ecuador will come to an end, but we can at least continue working on the solutions. And those are the videos I would like to continue making. Thank you very much for watching to this point. See you in a next update tomorrow, Friday, or if something very important happens today, Thursday, I'll be letting you know on a short video today, Thursday evening. Have a nice Thursday. Take care. Bye bye.